perched mid-mountain in Deer Valley, Stein Eriksen Lodge has helped define luxury mountain hospitality in Utah for over 4 decades. Since opening its doors in 1982, the lodge has become one of the most iconic alpine destinations in North America. A place where skiing, hiking, biking, dining, nature, and hospitality come together in the heart of the Wasatch Mountains year-round. Named after Olympic gold medalist and ski legend Stein Eriksen, the lodge still carries the spirit of the man who forever changed the culture of skiing in America. Known for his elegance, charisma, and warmth, Eriksen helped shape Deer Valley into a dining destination centered not only around sport, but around service, connection, and creating unforgettable memories for guests. Today, under the leadership of Vice President of Food and Beverage and corporate chef Zane Holmquist, that philosophy continues to evolve through a collection of distinctive dining experiences across Deer Valley, each one rooted in craftsmanship, hospitality, and a deep sense of place. But for Chef Zane, food has never simply been about what's on the plate. It's about mentorship, memory, and bringing people together. And for more than 25 years, he and his team have helped shape not only the Stein experience, but Utah's evolving culinary identity itself. We explore the story, flavors, and enduring legacy behind Stein Eriksen Lodge this week on Taste Utah. We're taking a tasting tour through the collection of properties that make up the Stein Eriksen experience, a group of mountain destinations that exemplify luxury hospitality in Deer Valley. We begin at the 7880 Club at The Residences, a modern alpine retreat tucked slopeside above Deer Valley, where expansive residential-style suites, ski in, ski out access, private terraces, spa amenities, and sweeping mountain views create a more contemporary interpretation of mountain living. Here, globally inspired cuisine and elevated hospitality meet the comfort and intimacy of private residences. From there, we make our way to Chateaux Deer Valley, located steps away from Silver Lake Village, where newly renovated accommodations, understated European elegance, and easy access to hiking, biking, skiing, and village life offer a more social and approachable side of the Stein collection. Inside Cena, handcrafted pastas, wood-fired pizzas, vibrant cocktails, and relaxed mountain energy invite guests to gather after a day outdoors. And finally, we arrive at Stein Eriksen Lodge itself, Utah's longest-running Forbes 5-star hotel and spa. From intimate luxury bedrooms to expansive suites with private hot tubs, fireplaces, and European-inspired mountain design, every detail here is centered around warmth, comfort, and exceptional hospitality. And speaking of exceptional, I'm excited to land tableside on the exquisite west deck to break bread with the one and only Zane Holmquist.
Wow.
What do you think?
I mean, I have been on a tasting tour adventure that is unforgettable at all of these properties.
You got to see Chateau and our Cena restaurant with Chef Tobin, and then Stein Residence at 7880 with Arvin and Lester. We have 7 restaurants. There's so much dining, from very casual to fine dining and everything in between. We just have a great collection of properties here.
We sat down, I think, 2nd or 3rd season of Taste Utah, and we talked about Troll Holland and Glitretind. And at that point in time, I had no idea that you had other properties. And then the residences, I didn't know there was dining there for people who aren't staying at the residences.
They all have their own personality and flavor. You know, we have mountainside decks, we have beautiful vistic views. We've got more village dining over at Cena off their deck. It's a little bit more of a bistro style off the side of the village. So it's great, and we can accommodate everybody. That's the fun thing about it. And I've just got the most amazing team, the group of chefs I have that work for us. I'm really lucky to be able to work with such creative and amazing people.
How often are you in the kitchen?
You know, 80% of my time is coaching, taking care of business. 20% of the time is cooking, but I'm in the kitchen every day, checking on the team. I have 14 students right now with us, so we're always developing that next generation. I work with over 60 vendors to get our food here. So we use as close to home as we can, but the best product we can get.
Yes.
And it's not just the food. We carry it over in the front of the house and driving that sense of hospitality and service. The service can destroy a great meal. A great meal can lift the service, but when you get the two together and truly have professionals on the floor delivering that service is when you get excellence. And it's always trial and error. You know, we're always working, there's always feedback. You know, what I do is never ending. There's not a finish line.
How long have you been here? Give us a little bit of your background and history.
I've been lucky enough to be at Stein's for the last 25 years. I've been up here at Silver Lake for the last 31 years.
Wow.
But I'm a Utah boy. I went to junior high school in Park City, grew up in Salt Lake, worked all over Salt Lake, but I've been blessed to be able to work in New York City, Hawaii, which was not terrible, California, and then been back home for about 35 years. I've worn the same outfit basically my entire life.
Yeah, it looks good on you.
Yeah, it works, the white. So yeah, it's great fun to be here and being connected with Stein, you know, having the opportunity to spend so much time with Mr. Eriksen before he passed. We just try to match his sense of excellence and commitment that he put into skiing and sport and his genuine hospitality. He took pictures with every guest.
Aww.
It made me crazy because I had to reheat his lunch 5 or 6 times. He'd get up and get distracted, and then he'd come back, "Chef, can you heat it up one more time?" Or, "Absolutely, Mr. Eriksen," and then he would wander off with another group of people and take more pictures and things. So we just try to match that sense of excellence here, and it's across the board. Our team in the spa, our team in the rooms division, in the hotel division. I think Stein's is just a great place, and it's so lucky for me to be here and just be part of a team.
It really is so fascinating, and Stein actually, I didn't know this, but he lived here for some time.
He did.
That there's a room actually that you can rent that was his room.
Indeed. And yeah, it was great. I mean, he traveled the world. You know, he had so much going on.
Yeah.
And towards that back part of his life, you know, coming up every day and skiing and going out on the mountain, it was just what he did.
Yeah.
And he loved, I think the only thing he liked more than skiing was the people.
We're back on Taste Utah in Deer Valley, exploring the Stein Eriksen collection of restaurants and properties, learning how Zane Holmquist is empowering his team of chefs to create deeply personal food by bringing their own heritage, perspective, and personality to the menu. It's this spirit of mentorship and storytelling through food that is one of the defining ingredients across Stein's properties, beginning with the 7880 Club at the residences.
You've got a beautiful salmon dish that they've done with some beautiful roasted vegetables, a beautiful tuna dish from them. It's their poke style, and a fantastic tomato dish, as well as the lamb chops. And that's such a fun restaurant. It's our most eclectic restaurant. We've got tastes from all over the world down there.
Yeah, which is really fun. Chef told me the story of this ahi tuna dish that is very indicative of his Filipino background. He and the other chef, they're able to put this really beautiful heritage and cultural spin on the menu, which is so amazing.
It is, and that's, you know, my job is to set guidelines of kind of where we want the food to be, and drive the passion, and then let the chefs take that passion and turn it into what they want to put on the plate.
That's beautiful.
So I coach and give input, but I really let the team work collaboratively together with their kitchen crews to make these amazing dishes.
I love it. So exciting. So talk to us a little bit about Cena, the Chateau, the kind of experience there.
So Chateau is a beautiful property. Here at Mid-Mountain, you know, beautiful pool and deck. Just a really great center hub here. And I think it's really, in the summer, really well priced for locals. And then Cena is our casual dining restaurant. It's our American Italian, so it's our spin on Italian food. We make our own burrata, we make our own mozzarella, fire oven pizzas.
Love it.
So we put our own spin on kind of clean, simple Italian food. It's a great restaurant. Really fun deck over there. It gets beautiful shade.
It is gorgeous.
It's got a great vibe to it.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. Whether you're popping in for a drink. It's my favorite place to go after post mountain bike.
Yeah.
Stop in and sit at the bar and grab a flatbread and a drink before you call it a day. You saw them make our lobster linguine, this beautiful lobster veloute underneath that, a little bit of basil and tarragon, and then their classic pizza, and just that super crispy crust from over there.
Look at
it's
that.
just so crunchy and cracker-like.
Right
their pizzas are great.
And then they have wonderful beverages, wine, cocktails, all of the good stuff.
A great wine list, really featuring, again, Italian wines, but a diverse wine range and some fun mocktails. All of our properties have unique fun mocktails for those folks that are going
not imbibing. Chef was saying that this dish is your best seller. People just love it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a #1 hitter for sure.
I love it, and I love that you place the veloute on the bottom of the dish, and then you have these beautiful, freshly handcrafted and cooked, linguine. It's like very thoughtfully orchestrated how you want people to enjoy it.
You can see it, the lobster comes in from Maine, they just give it a little dip in butter right on there. Making that lobster sauce is a bit of a project from scratch, roasting the lobsters and making the broth, but it is a delicious dish, and it's light but hearty. That richness of lobster is always fantastic, and so many beautiful wine pairings to go with lobster linguine.
We're back on Taste Utah at Stein Eriksen Lodge, talking through the offerings you can find at the Glitretind and Troll Holland year-round, where alpine hospitality, culinary craftsmanship, and a deep sense of tradition come together in unforgettable ways. But perhaps what makes Stein Eriksen Lodge truly special is the philosophy behind it all. That great hospitality isn't just about luxury. It's about making every guest feel welcomed, cared for, and completely at home in the mountains.
Now, tell us what we have on the table that was made at the kitchen here at Stein's.
So, we've got a beautiful salmon dish with purple rice and a little curry with fennel crust. Ooh. And then we've got our filet with a little bit of corn pudding going on over there. And then Chef Jeremy has done kind of his chocolate mocha dish, our classic creme brulee, as you can see over there in our little football dish.
So beautiful. Okay.
And then probably our most popular dish is our sticky toffee pudding.
I mean, I may or may not have placed it very close to proximity because I may or may not have an obsession.
It happens a lot. We didn't have it for a few months. We tried something else, and
you're breaking hearts left and right.
I was afraid they were going to come at me with the pitchforks. I had this like young Frankenstein sort of a trauma going on. No, it's back.
Yeah, don't worry, we brought it back for you.
Yeah, we're just going to put it back on. Before someone sends the Secret Service to my house. So it's back. It's our #1 seller. It's delicious.
I love
Summer
it.
or winter, you just finish with that. It's outstanding.
And Glitretind, what are the hours of operation? You mentioned brunch.
So Sunday brunch every Sunday.
Okay.
In the winter, the Glitteritind's open for lunch at 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And we start rolling, and then we go into après-ski in the Troll Holland Lounge, and then we do dinner service at night after lunch.
Okay.
And the Troll Holland does breakfast, lunch, après, and dinner, and it's open until midnight. So you can come in, maybe you're doing something else in Park City, you get done, you come back up, have maybe a little nightcap, enjoy the evening before you retire. The decks out here are, this time of year, the sun's going down about 8, that feather
Cools
light.
down.
It's beautiful. It drops into the 60s. It has just been stunning. Sitting on this deck, enjoying the sunset. Summer or winter, this west deck is known for our weddings. We do all our ceremonies over there with this amazing backdrop to sell it.
Speaking of Troll Holland, the Ono.
The Ono is coming from Troll Holland with this beautiful herb pesto, celery root, and chanterelle mushrooms. And then just a little bit of garlic chives right on the top. They come from one of our specialty farmers. It's a fun menu. There's something for everybody. Folks with restrictions or preferences, we really accommodate any and every allergy.
Stein's, if not anything else, is known as the most in-depth, the most expansive wine offerings, I feel like, of anyone in the state.
I don't think anybody has a bigger cellar than us. So Jim Dahlgren's our sommelier. He's actually our longest food and beverage team member. He's been here over 35 years.
Wow!
And he's developed a cellar with about $3 million in wine in the cellar, over 16 100 selections, which is really hard to get that in depth here in Utah. Most expensive bottle, about 32,000 or so. And we've got a range. So we've got as many wines at $70 as we do at 170, and as many at 270 as we have at 700. So we've got any wine palette and price point, top to bottom, and that carries to our other properties, as well as our cocktails and bars. You know, we have such great relationships. We work with Alpine distilleries a lot. We actually work with them doing a barrel-aged whiskey for us.
Okay.
So once he's barrel-aged that, we blend it. We won 100 points last year at a competition.
Oh my gosh,
but then
amazing.
We take the barrel, and then we make our Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
We make the base, we take it out, we put it in the whiskey barrel,
okay.
and we leave it for 4 months at Alpine as it ferments. Then we bring it back, and it goes into our Stein Bloody Marys. And it's clever, it's fun, it's great to work with them. You know, we created our own aquavit with Alpine Distillers as a homage to him, which is great fun to have.
I mean, and that's
special.
what's really fun about having these local artisans and craftsmen and community members that you can sort of collaborate with and be creative around, and it really is absolutely so special. And the thing about a Bloody Mary is when it's made correctly, it can be delicious sans alcohol and with alcohol.
Correct. So a lot of things we're known for. You know, of course, the Steinberger.
Yes.
Of course, our maple glazed bacon,
yes.
Which we use a great Utah product. So many things we do. You know, I used to make our own breakfast sausage, but I couldn't keep up with the volume. So I found a source in Tooele. I gave him my recipe. He hand makes the sausage just the way I did it. So I'm able to, as we've grown and gotten bigger, to do the things I was doing when I came here and we were doing much less volume.
Yeah.
I've been able to scale those up and keep that same key ingredient and key component there.
I mean, it's like those things that you enjoy that then you offer to other people, and it's like a part of who you are. So of course it's going to be delicious. It's something you were creating for your wife, something that you love and care about. So of course it's just going to be this knock them out of the park fan favorite.
You know, and that's the great thing about being here. I don't have anybody telling me what I can and can't put on the menu. I don't have anybody telling me who I can and can't buy food from.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very blessed to be here, and the support of our team is great. So I can do things. You know, when my grandmother was from Sweden, we had Swedish meatballs at every meal. It didn't matter your birthday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, it didn't matter what it was. So I brought that recipe here. We used my grandmother's recipe for our Swedish meatballs. And that's the way she made them.
Yeah.
Is it traditional? I don't know. But it was tradition for my family. Now it's tradition for our guests here. And again, it's another one of those just comfort food things people come for and keep coming back for.
Let's talk about the beverages on the table. You talked a little bit about Alpine Distilling and some of your partners there.
We've got this beautiful martini, and then it's a spritz season. So we got to have a couple of spritzes for sure. We've got several on the menu.
Yes.
They're great fun. And we try to feature as many of our local friends in all the categories as we can.
Yeah.
So we have extensive cocktails. I think they're unique to us. In the winter, we switch over to more alpine wintry cocktails. So you can always come in for our world famous mulled wine.
Yes.
Get a little bit of treat when you come off the mountain. So there's a lot of things that we can do to make those guests kind of feel special all the way through. And as I said, we always have mocktails available for all of our guests. NA beers. We have a tremendous aged beer and cider selection that go along with all of our other beverage programs.
So cool.
So we try to have a good range of products, something for everybody.
What are you most proud of? After being here for as long as you have, what are you most proud of? What are you most excited for?
For me, I tell my team, you can't be a chef if you can't teach. So I very much enjoy connecting with guests through food, but it's really connecting with my team. And teaching and coaching and help people grow here. We hire within, we develop within. The kitchen, we've got a place for everybody.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you're from, what language you speak. We kind of open our arms and have a place for everybody. It is truly a global environment when you're in the kitchen. 4 or 5, 6 languages at the same time back there. everyone with the same goal, and it's amazing.
I know so many chefs that have been through Stein's, that have been through some of these institutions of incredible food that have been setting the bar year after year after year for what it means to serve people.
You know, anyone who works in hospitality, I think, is amazing and special to me, because it is a sacrifice to take care of others and leave your family and work on your birthday to make their celebration amazing.
This has been such a fun experience. As I say, who you are and what you have infused into Stein's and what Stein's wanted to be able to give and offer, I feel like you have met that and you have surpassed it. And we are so grateful for this lodge, for all of the different properties, but most importantly for the opportunity you give us to connect with nature, connect with incredible food, connect with beautiful people, and just be inspired. There's nothing like it. And just thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. We try every day, and Stein's is a team. Everything we do as a group, we do as a team, we do as a family. One department lifts another department, one person lifts another department, and you know, through that process, you get this, and you get that experience when you come here. And we always give it our very best, and let us know if we don't hit it that day. But we're always there, and we're here with open arms. And you can call our managers, ask for anything special. We'll find a way. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And if they can't, just say, hey, is Chef Zane around?
I saw that firsthand today, and I just echo all of those sentiments. And again, thank you, Stein and Stein's family and the legacy that continues on. We are all better for it.
I have a blast.